Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, second grade. My name is Mrs. Vane. I'm so excited to have you join me so that we can become amazing readers and writers. Now remember, some of you guys are becoming amazing readers. And remember, to become an amazing readers, you have to be using all the skills that we've learned and be reading them in a book. So all this week, I want to continue sharing some of my favorite chapter book series with you. So today, I wanted to share the Katie Kazoo Switcheroo series. Now remember, series just means there are more than one book with the same characters. Again, if you're looking for books and you know it's a series, you can look on the spine to see why or what number that book falls in the series. And this says number 6. So this is Katie Kazoo Switcheroo Get Lost. And another tip when you are checking out chapter books is to look at the back, because usually they'll have a little summary of what the book is going to be about. And guess what? In this one, it has a little summary of what the series is about. So if you're not sure about the series, this one has a little bit of information on what the series is about. So it says, Katie is an ordinary third grader, and she has one very extraordinary problem. She accidentally wished on a shooting star to be anyone but herself. But what Katie soon learns is what wishes really do come true and in the strangest ways. So these series are all about how Katie switches into different people or different things. So if you want to read the Katie Kazoo Switcheroo books, make sure you are checking on Sora, if you have the Sora app, at your county library or at your school library. Okay, so these look like a good series that I might just continue reading. So if you're reading and you want to share the books that you're reading with me, make sure you're writing to me here at the studio, or you can email me the books that you're reading, and then I'll share those with all the other boys and girls. Use the address you see below and the email address, and don't forget to include your home address so that I can send you one of these fun activity books, which is perfect for summer. Because remember, in the summer, we still got to keep our brain super strong and smart, and these are perfect for that. All right? So I will be patiently waiting for your letters so that I can go find more books to recommend for all of the second graders out there to read. Now, let's continue with the schools that came in our top 5 countdown. So if you are in Fresno Unified and you're reading on the Sora app, let's see if your school came in our top countdown. So yesterday, we revealed the top 5 school, which is Turner. Today, let's see which school came in at number 4. Let's see if it's your school. Ready? So coming in at number 4 is Ewing. Ewing Elementary. Awesome job, Ewing Elementary. You guys are doing an awesome job reading, and I know that because you guys have been on our countdowns for several weeks. So awesome job, Ewing Elementary. Now, don't forget, if you want to see your school on our Sora countdown, make sure you are doing your job and you're checking out those books and you are reading it. All right? Okay, now let's get started with our lesson for today. Remember, we're going to start off with our listening ears, all right? Because we need to hear sounds in order to read and write sound. So we're going to be playing a game called phoneme substitution. And you guys are really good at this game. This is where I'm going to say some sounds, we'll blend it, and then we're going to substitute a letter out, and we'll make a new word. Let's see if you guys can make my new word. Ready? I'm going to use my dots here to help us. Ready? Okay, here's my word. In. What is it? Mean. Good job. Now I'm going to change the to a b. What's my new word? Bean. Bean. Good job, boys and girls. You got it. Okay, next set of sounds. Ready? T, Own. Own. What's my word? Town. Good job. Substitute that t to a d. What's my new word? Down. Down. Good job, boys and girls. Okay, last set of sounds. You guys are really good at this. I can tell you got your listening ears on. Ready? O, st. Ost. What is it? Most. Good job. Substitute that for a r. Now what's my new word? Roast. What is it? Roast. Good job, boys and girls, using your listening ears. Okay, awesome job. Okay, now that we have practiced with our listening skills, let's go and practice our reading skills. Now remember, we've already learned all of those spelling patterns, so now we're just going to practice reading those multisyllabic words, which is just a longer word, and there's different strategies that I've taught you. Or in this case, we're learning different syllable rules, right? This week, we are focused on the vowel team syllables. So just quickly, we know words can be divided into syllables. Each syllable has one vowel sound. And sometimes, in this case, vowel teams are two vowels that make one sound. And by looking for vowel teams and dividing words into syllables, it will help us read and write longer words. But remember, we still have to remember all the other rules that we've learned about syllables to help us. So I have all of our sound spelling cards with the vowel teams here to help us remember all the different patterns for our spelling patterns. Okay, so let's practice. If I come across this word, let's look at this first word, and I'm not sure how to read it, right? I can look for those vowel teams. I see that the AI is a vowel team, and I know it says A. So again, I'm going to look at my consonant. Oh, not consonant, but I'm going to look at my word, and I know that this is one word. What's this word? I can read it. What is that? That says plain, because here's my vowel, consonant, 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 vowel, and because PL is a blend, we're going to keep it together. So I know that says plain. I know EX says X, put it together, and my word is explain. Did you see that? Awesome. Let's look at the next word. Ready? Again, I see my vowel team. EA says E, but look at, I also knew that re was a suffix, right? So I know that is a syllable by itself. So if I divide it, now I know this is release. What's my word? Release. How did you do? Awesome job. Quickly, how do I read this? Here's my OW. Here's my double consonant. Split it between the double consonant. Oh, I know this word. That says low. This one just says pill. Put it together. Pillow. How did you do? Awesome job. Now, let's practice writing some words with the vowel team. Okay? Now, what if I wanted to write the word peanut? So if I'm writing my sentence and I want to write the word peanut, again, peanut, two syllables. First syllable, P, and I'm going to think, that's the E sound. How do I spell it? It's actually the EA. Did you know that? Peanut. Here's my next syllable, nut. Oh, we know how to spell that. N-U-T. Put it together, peanut. How did you do? Awesome. Okay, let's practice another word. What if I want to write the word crayon? Crayon. Let's see, first syllable, crayon. Okay, first syllable, cray. A. Let's look at that. Train card, look at all the different ways we can spell that. A and cray is actually the Y and the A, cray. And then my next syllable is on. We know how to spell on. How do I spell it? O-N, on. Spell crayon, C-R-A-Y-O-N, crayon. You see how we can spell it with using our vowel teams and with syllables? Awesome. Okay, now I want you guys to write a sentence for me. Here's my sentence. I am missing my yellow crayon. Can you write that for me? Write it and then share your sentence with your family tonight, or write a sentence with peanut or crayon to share with them. All right? Okay, boys and girls. Now, we need to practice our high frequency words because High frequency words are words that show up most frequently when we are writing and reading. So it's important to know them automatically so that we can save all that brain power. You see how that brain power that we just used, dividing words into syllables and keeping those vowel teams together, that's a lot to know. We need to keep all of our brain powers to do that so it's important to know how to read and write high frequency words automatically. So here are our 2 words for today. We have the word viver. Help me read it again. Viver, help me spell it. R-I-V-E-R, viver. And we have the word anymore. Help me spell it. A-N-Y-M-O-R-E, anymore. Good job, compound. A word, awesome. Okay, let's read my 2 sentences. Let's see if you guys can use context clues to put my words into my sentence so that it will make sense. Ready? There are many boats on the Oh, did you guys see that? Good sentence. Good context clues. Okay, let's read the second one, and then we'll put them both in. It is not raining. Okay, first sentence. There are many. Here's my context clues. So there's boats, and they are on the river. Good job. There are many boats on the river. So that must mean it is not raining anymore. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Good job, boys and girls, practicing our high frequency words. Okay. Let's quickly go into our structural analysis this week. This week, we are focused on comparative endings, and this is a skill that we've already learned. So we're going to just practice the skill. So remember, comparative endings has the ER, and that's when I'm comparing two nouns. We're going to add it to adjectives. We're going to add EST to an adjective when we're comparing more than 2 nouns. But remember the little tricks? Or what I call the rules. When the adjective ends with a Y, we need to change it to an I, like the word silly, right? Has an Y. We need to change it to an I before we can add the ER or EST. So silly becomes sillier and silliest. Same thing with words ending with a vowel and a consonant. We need to double the consonant before adding ER and EST. Hot becomes hotter. There's my double consonant. And hottest, double consonant. And then last but not least, don't forget if that word ends with the E, what do? We drop it. That's right. Later, you see how we added the ER? No E because we took that E. And latest, I added the EST for S and I dropped that E. So as you're writing and you're comparing 2 nouns using adjectives, make sure that you guys are following those rules. If your adjective ends with a Y, an E, or has a vowel and then a consonant, or actually a short vowel before the last consonant. Lots of rules to remember, right? And I know you guys are doing such a good job at learning how to read and write so that you'll be ready for 3rd grade. So boys and girls, I hope you guys have a great day learning with your teacher. I hope you guys have a great day learning today. And I hope you're reading a good book. So don't forget to come back tomorrow so that we can continue growing our brains. All right? Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.